quick. Apologize.
Check. Oh, there we are. Sorry for any of you guys that were watching us live. My computer decided to not put that audio feed in there.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
You didn't miss much, Cups.
Cups.
Hey, if you're really worried about what you missed, check us out whenever I post this full video on YouTube
Yeah.
and all that fun stuff.
Thanks, Levi.
Yeah.
for
Hey,
giving us
man.
the heads
Yeah.
up.
Thanks for the heads up. Actually, you know what? Since he chimed in, and I know he's watching now, he actually had a question for me because I work with this dude,
Right.
and he said he was going to chime in on the chat thing. He's like, "I'll just ask you now." He said he brings up that we talk about AI a lot
Yeah.
and how it's going to take over the world and all this shit.
A lot of crazy shit going on.
He's just gotten into fucking around with some stock trading and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I even told him, like, I don't really do too much. I'm not much of a gambler. He's like, but I love gambling, and I love this. So he's, like, getting into it.
Yeah.
So he wondered, with the fact that AI is getting, or we're, expecting it to be as big as it is, what are your opinions on investing in an AI company?
Depends on the company, right? So obviously there's a lot of different components to an AI company, right? So again, this is me talking out of my ass. So if this gets clipped, then I don't know what I'm talking about
These
exactly.
are our
but
opinions.
I'm gonna talk of what I know about trading, which is not being successful at all.
If anything he brings up right now, you should probably do the opposite.
I think to a certain extent. So there's going to be AI companies around the world, right? So you're going to have U.S. is going to have an AI company, China's going to have an AI company. Whoever's smart enough to have these companies. But I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a traded stock for the company for a long time. Who do you bank on for that? Like, I don't know. You do have to do the research. But I'm guessing it's already big companies anyways, right?
Yeah, this first Google thing that I saw that makes sense is that NVIDIA, which I think he said he has some stock in, and Microsoft.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To achieve market values of $4 trillion in 2025, something no public traded company has accomplished.
So I would say more I'd be looking into, not because like NVIDIA, Microsoft, already big companies, good investments. If you want to buy into them, it's like buying Bitcoin. Price is going to go up, right?
Yeah.
Just over time, price is going to go up. I would look more into who's going to use AI for what. What company is going to use AI to make their company better? That's what I'd be looking into.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Not the manufacturers of AI, but the companies that can utilize it more.
Utilize AI to make their company better.
That's not a bad idea.
It's something I use for my work. It's called Salesforce.
Yep.
I don't know who owns Salesforce. I should, if I know who owns that, maybe that would be something where I think, Salesforce, well, they're $341. Well, hey, market's down.
341, but you're down 51%, or
They're
0.51%, not 51%, sorry, 0.51% today.
They're already an integration AI into it. That would be something I would be like, looking at something like that. I don't know what else would be a good one.
Yeah, Caprock Group LLC buys 4,204 shares of Salesforce.
Right. So like they're integrating AI. They're going to Salesforce is good. I saw a commercial for Salesforce, for God's sake. I didn't even know it existed until I started my job.
We use Salesforce at Baker Hughes.
Not really. Yeah, I mean, it's big.
Yeah.
It's big. Levi said, so kind of like how Apple and Android using AI in their phones now. Yeah, exactly. Like
similar, yeah.
It's gonna be
Apple's gonna own their own. Android, as in Google, they are creating their own.
Well, I hope they open source.
GPT, I don't know who it is, but Chat GPT is an open source, and I don't know who owns that company, but they're soaring. I just saw the name of one in the news, and I can't remember what it is.
But you got to look like whose stock goes up most because they integrate AI into it. I don't think it's like, I mean, if you find a small AI company, because honestly, like the safest thing to do in the market, like you could just throw money at Apple, you could throw money at
Yeah.
Microsoft, you can throw money at, you can buy just fractional shares, you can buy Bitcoin at fractional shares. Would have listened, which I listened to my buddy a long time ago, and I was like, oh, I found this, cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy this many shares, and he's like, just buy Bitcoin and sit on it and don't do anything else.
Yeah.
And now it's like whatever the price of Bitcoin now, at like 0.002, and it's worth $300. It's like Jesus Christ.
And then you look at things that says Apple's the largest AI company by market capitalization. What the fuck does that even mean? What do you mean by market capitalization, followed by Microsoft, Nvidia, and Alphabet? However, no single company is the leader in AI. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing. Like you can't. I'm not smarter than anybody that's inside of the stock market, right? And I'm not smarter than inside. Like you really have to find something that's outside of a realm that nobody's thinking about right now.
yeah.
But even then, you invest in it, you're hoping for a big return. It might not happen. So,
Yeah.
I think after the
Well, because that's the thing. Like, there's obviously, and that's what I was telling. There's obviously smart investments you can make. You can do index funds. You
Yeah.
can do, the S&P 500, all that shit where they're constantly, moving around your funds and putting them into the best things that they can be
right,
in that kind of group, in that whole fund. And those are somewhat smart and safe investments. But if you're looking for that, what's the next company? If I put $500 in, are they gonna jump and all of a sudden I made $5,000 in a day?
Yeah.
Nobody fucking knows.
I mean,
Except for like Nancy Pelosi.
we had that. We had it once where
Yeah.
we did the AMC ride.
Yeah.
Me and you bought a bunch of AMC, and it went way up.
I think I put $200 in the AMC, and then I had, in like a week, I had $2,500.
But then we sat there and we're like, no, we're holding because it's
hold.
going to be like GameStop. It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher.
Yeah.
And it never has again.
What's your AMC? I never moved my AMC. What's yours
It's,
worth right now?
I don't know, negative hundreds of dollars. So, it's the same thing,
Yeah. So Levi, if you're still listening, it's shit like that where it's like you got to know when to sell as well. So
take profit when you can take profit. I've learned that after playing the market for a while, doing penny stocks, doing different stuff like that. And I haven't done a lot of it. I don't know shit about shit. And there's a lot of people that can do penny stocks. And if you're moving a lot of money around on a penny stock and it goes up 5 cents and you make, $1,000, but you're throwing $50,000 to make $1,000. That's that's the kind of shit you got to do to make money in the market like that and make it slowly and make a career out of it. But I think for like us that are like, I want to be able to put $500 into something and make money, just go buy Microsoft, go buy Bitcoin.
because I think
it'll go up.
I think we bought when it was like around. It's showing right here. It was around like 139, and then it jumped up to like 592.
Yeah, and we got to
And then it dropped 327, and we're like, we're gonna hold, and then it jumped back up to 501. We're like, yeah, and then it's steep drop now. It's only $2.
Yeah, because we were wanting to see that $100. And I remember one day we're just sitting down in your basement at the bar, and we're like,
Yeah,
you're like, I got a couple grand just sitting right here, and
just chilling.
I kind of want to sell it. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I'm like, well, you can, but like,
I had holdings of Baker Hughes stock.
yeah, and you sold that.
It wasn't like $200. It was $1,200.
Yeah.
And then I made like $2,500 on it.
Mhm.
So I had like 37 in it. And then
Yeah.
I was like, fucking keep holding, man.
And me was just like, keep holding it. But then in the same fact, it's like, you should just sold that because you just made $1,000. Like, that's good money.
Yeah.
Making that much profit is good. So,
It's a huge return on investment.
yeah. So I don't know what AI company to invest to. I mean, there might be one out there that's like really doing things. But I think if you can figure out what the AI is going to use for to make a company better, like I said, Salesforce is just one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a cheap stock, so it's not like you can go buy one
Right.
share
Right.
and you're waiting for it to go up $100 a share to make $100. Well, that's going to take more time than buying a stock that's worth. Like everyone wants to buy penny stocks. Spend $100 a penny stock, get thousands of shares, and then it skyrockets to it goes up to a couple bucks a share, and then
No.
bam, I just made thousands. It's like
Right.
you know how hard that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've tried more things. I've heard things. I got news. I got watching YouTube video people that like
Yeah.
that's their whole game of like, oh, this is gonna shoot up.
Well, and what was it? It was Wall Street Bets that pulled the GameStop
Yeah.
and the AMC, the shorts that they were running on them,
Yeah.
and they told everybody to buy them. So the people that were shorting the stock got fucked, but the people that bought into it made fucking bank. So if anything, get on Reddit and follow Wall Street Bets and wait for that next fucking heater.
His name is Roaring Kitty. He had to like go in front of like Congress and everything too. Now they have a whole movie with him.
Yeah,
Not
it's called
not
like
it,
Stupid
but-
Money or
yeah,
something, isn't it?
About how the system works and how this all happened. Because he made millions. But I didn't get into the very tail end of that.
Yeah, I think Levi, you would have been like 16 when all that was going down.
Yeah. But what a fucking wild ride that was.
Yeah.
Like, if you were actually listening to that guy and you were buying the GameStop and you were buying the AMC up, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
overnight millionaire.
yeah.
A lot of people became overnight
I
millionaires.
love that guy's live, and he's just smoking a cigar. It's like, hell yeah, just click, click, yeah,
Yeah,
got him.
which that's what everybody wants, But there's no. I mean, it's hard to find that quick quick. But
And that guy was into it for a lot of research and a lot of time.
Yeah.
And like, when he started at a live streaming talking about his investments and stocks and talking to people, he's like, you guys got to get in this, which is also starts something too, right? So
Yeah.
like, he's getting people to buy it too because you need more people to buy it. He's putting all his, savings into it. He's like, nope, this is about ready to bottle rocket. And
yeah,
he was right.
to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen that movie, the Big Short or whatever.
I have not.
Well, it was about the housing market crash when they had the first housing market crash. And Batman,
Yeah.
he's like a nerd in that one, and they even had what the hell's Batman's name?
Bruce Wayne.
No, the best Batman that ever played Batman.
I don't know. Everybody has a different version.
Dark Knight series.
Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale was like and it's not based off a true story. He knows the market's going to short and it's all going to happen and it's all going to crash. So he's betting against it. That's going to. Everybody's like, and he was working for a big firm and they're like, with people's money that trust him with his money. And it might not be the Big Short, but I think Big Short's a completely different movie. But anyways, again, here I go. Somebody's going to call me out. But anyways,
But it wasn't a Batman movie.
he knew it was going to happen. No, I was just getting Christian Bale.
For a second there, I thought you were talking about a Batman movie, and I'm like, what?
No.
The actor that plays the guy in the movie The Big Short was the same guy that played the actor in a Batman movie,
Yeah,
aka
I don't think
Christian
it's the Big
Bale.
Short. But anyways, he bet against the housing market. Everybody's like, "You're fucking crazy," and then the market crashed, and he made billions. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like,
you gotta like,
it's very illegal gambling.
it is very legal gambling.
All it is.
Very legal gambling, and the people with the most money always win too. By the way,
Yeah. You
Like,
gotta,
banks got bailed out. That's why all this stuff happened because they play with the market.
yeah.
And they fuck around with the market, and they give people a bunch of money that they don't have.
Yeah.
And then the market crashes and they lose trillions of dollars. And then the government has to go, well, no, we still need banks around. So
Yeah.
you have to be here. So here's some fake money.
But I'd say the biggest thing I could say is like get into an index fund that seems pretty safe. And then just put a couple $100 in every pay and just fucking leave it. and by the time you need a shitload of money, it'll compound interest into a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Nobody really has any good, solid advice to be a millionaire overnight.
Yeah.
At least, and if you do take that advice, you're taking a risk.
Yeah.
It could hit, it could flop. You know, you got $10,000 in your savings, and you see that guy on Reddit that's going, AMC, they're shorting AMC. Buy now, buy now. I'm telling you guys, invest in it. And you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna trust this guy. $10,000, put it in there, and then nothing fucking happens, and you lose half of it. It's all a big risk.
I don't know if like a 401k is even a good risk because you never know what's going to happen in the future. Like it could all tank and we all just spend a lot of money on nothing.
It's still not a bad thing to put your money into.
It feels safer than most
Should be able to
things.
trust it.
It feels more safer. We should be able to trust it.
Yeah.
It should be backed by our government no matter what. Like it shouldn't absolutely go down to zero or nothing like that. But, you know, if it does, the world's probably ended anyway. So
Yeah.
cash doesn't mean shit anyway.
Or watch what's happening around the world, which I did with my 401k that I had, oil and gas. Now people are probably going to call us dumb, but I pulled out COVID, and I was able to pull out tax free because of hardship, and penalty free because of COVID hardship.
No.
So I literally had no penalties on a shitload of fucking money. And I paid off a lot of debt and put some equity in my house and shit. So that was a good move because oh my God, the world could be ending. Let me take advantage of this penalty free kind of pull out shit.
Yeah.
But then again, everything went back to normal, and that money would probably be doing me better if it was sitting.
Yeah, but not if you're paying against it. So, if you're paying against bad debt, then, it's
Right.
better to pay that debt off because you would have been paying way more money in the long run.
The biggest thing with me is I lost my job due to COVID layoffs and shit, and I got scared. So if I would have left it in there, I would have been fine and paid off and been stable with my debts and shit.
Right, but still.
But it's one of those things I went into crisis mode.
In a day, you don't take it to the grave. And most of the time, 401ks don't go to you.
Yeah.
So they go to your family.
Yeah.
Or you hope you can retire and you have a little bit of money, and then you're probably scared to touch it anyways when you do retire. And
Yeah.
we're hoping we get Social Security and, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, but
Money sucks.
It'd be cool if my kids had an inheritance instead of a debt.
Right.
I know a guy who's I'm not gonna try and even narrow this down, but the parents are not doing well, and his inheritance is debt. And I'm like, that sounds terrible. I wonder how that works. Can I just be like, I don't want it? You know what I mean? Like if somebody left me $50,000, I was like, I don't want it. They'd be like, okay, cool, we'll keep it. But if somebody left me negative $50,000, I don't want it. Okay, well, we're not gonna keep it.
Take it. And be like, no, settle it.
I don't feel like your generational fucking debt can just be forced upon you, can it?
Yeah, I don't feel like say, you never knew your dad, right? Your dad was just.
Oh, I don't. My
Right.
biological.
I didn't want to call you out, but
Yeah, no.
you don't know your biological dad.
This isn't even a hypothetical right now. Yeah, I don't know my biological father.
He passes away with $100,000 debt. They come to you and they're like, "Hey, now this is your debt," and you're like, "Fuck, I don't know him."
I don't. At that point, I don't
I
think
never
the
met
court in the world would hold me to it.
I mean, unless he has another kid. But yeah, I don't understand that, so I don't know how that all works.
Yeah.
So I was always like, man, if I'm 85, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna max everything.
But you bet your ass, But
But I'm gonna liquidate it all in a put it in a storage locker so I can't find it, and just write a will to give my kids this key. I put the storage locker on their whoever's name, and they go and open it up, and it's boxes of flat screen TVs. Nothing but gold in there. I just bought gold on credit.
I immediately think of have you ever seen Arrested Development? Where his dad's in jail, and he's like, "There's always money in the banana stand," and he gives him a little wink and
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, okay." And so he burns down the banana stand because he's gonna get the insurance policy because he thinks that's what he's talking about. He's like, "There was $250,000 lying in the walls of the banana stand." It's like you burn it. But no, like, bet your ass, like, if my biological father dies and like, hey, he's dead and you're next of kin, you owe us this money. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Who? Who is this? I didn't even know I was adopted. Thanks for telling me this way. but bet your ass is like, he left you $50,000. Oh, my dad, my sweet dad. I miss him so much. I can't believe he's dead.
Yeah.
And then I'll be drying my eyes with that.
Here, thank you.
Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how the parental debt and that stuff works.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea. I'm not even going to make up a thing because if I make up shit, then everyone's like, "You're an idiot." And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think the biggest thing is like if you get like a house or a property and there's a mortgage on it,
Right.
then it's like, well, if I want it, I have to pay the debt off on the property to get it, or I just defer it to the bank with no penalty to me, and they sell it and they recoup the rewards anyway.
I don't know. They
That'd
got
probably be the biggest one, but I don't think credit card debt passes on at all.
I don't think it's like, oh, American Express got 20 grand debt. It's like, all right, so
Yeah.
I didn't buy that shit.
Yeah. Or you show up to the lawyer's office and shit. You got your Burberry jacket on, your Rolly watch, and your fucking
Well, I think those debt
Gucci
collectors
shades and
also
shit.
can take it out of whatever they own.
yeah.
So if they got
the
nothing,
estate.
yeah. If they're smart and they sell it all and throw it in a trust real quick, then can't touch
Yeah.
it. But yeah,
But if they're like, yeah, they, in the last few months of their life, they racked up $50,000 on like a Burberry jacket, similar to that one you're wearing, and these Gucci shades. Oh, kind of like the ones you're wearing, and a Rolex watch and a gold chain. I think maybe you should
You
pay
were
for
the
this. Like,
one.
nah, man, not me. I'm baller. I've been baller since birth, bitch. Like, they
Tell you
didn't
what,
buy
I'll
this for me. I'm a self-earned man.
I'll give you my shoes. They're Adidas. You can just have those. I'm gonna put my Gucci slippers on now, though.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, those are on here too. Shit.
You open up your expensive ass briefcase, pull your little Gucci slips out. This is my Fendi case that carry my Gucci slips in.
No, I'm sure all debt collectors get their money at the end of the day. Because if there's a health insurance policy, if there's anything that's returning, if there are any assets in that person's name, they're going after them too.
Yeah.
So, But my grandparents were in a nursing home. On my dad's side, there was nothing left for us after they took their house and
Yeah, well, because
Took
that's
all
what
their
they do
property
is
and-
like when you get in that end of life care, if you don't have enough to pay off your debts, they basically sell your house, and they're like, oh, they still owe like 10 grand, 20, 50, whatever.
yeah.
But sign Medicaid benefits over to us, and then they take Medicaid, and then basically they probably lose out. Well, I think some of that just goes.
It's kind of a screwed up system when you're old because it's like if you just say you're just like a middle to lower caste person, but you worked your ass off your whole life,
yeah,
yada yada. You want your kids to be taken care of, but you were never smart enough or good enough to get like that high paying job, but
Right.
you just worked. You just worked. Let's just say you made, for like my grandparents, it'd been great if they were making like $50K a year.
yeah. That
like
if they were making $50K back in that day, they were loaded, dude.
not like way back in the day, but like retired at $50K, right?
Yeah.
Retired at making $50K a year, so decent money. They got a nice little house and
Mm-hmm.
a little town. They're good. They're retired. They got a little nest egg, but that's what they're living off for the rest of their next 20, 30 years. And their Social Security, doing what they do. But then, pretty much, if they have to go to a nursing home, they're taking all that.
Oh yeah.
It's done. It's
Yep.
gone. It's gone.
Yep.
It's like, nope. And it's like,
Unless you put them in some fucking shithole that Medicaid covers,
right,
and then you sell the house and the car and everything.
right.
Like,
And, medical problems arise and all this stuff. But it's like,
yeah.
we don't take care of our elderly like I think we should. Really, honestly.
Right.
It's like, it's kind of like, oh, no, sorry. You could live
Well-
at home, but we need to have a stay-in nurse, and you can't afford that. So you got to be put out of your house and put into a hotel,
Yeah.
essentially, so we can scrub your butt. And then
Or
who
what-
knows if these 20-year-old nurses, whoever it is,
Yeah.
are gonna not steal your shit,
Yeah.
punch you,
Beat 'em up.
You know, they got Alzheimer's or something like.
You fucking shit your pants again? I ain't cleaning up for another hour.
Right, like.
That's night shift's gonna get that. I didn't see anything.
I mean,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, my babies. One of my babies came by me one time, and I was like, "You smell like shit." I'm like, "I can't deal with it." And I was getting a little bit. Don't say you never did it. Don't. Well, I'm a bad dad. It's just like occasionally, like, go buy your mom. Go buy your mom. Go get your mom.
at one point, I think we as a society kind of fucked ourselves where we need both parents. You know, we need both people in a household to work.
Oh yeah.
You know, back in the day, it used to be like one person would work and the other person would be to stay at home.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bring gender roles or anything into this because it could have been either or. But it was so much easier for one income to provide for a household. And then that's the shit. It's like, oh, fuck, you know, grandma's sick. We got the spare bedroom. The person staying home, there's a little more burden on them to take care of the elder. But then you didn't have to dump them in a fucking nursing home.
We didn't need, you know, that's
Somebody was always home to take care of them and shit.
inflation in society and things we need and things we
Yeah.
don't. And like, you could so easily do it, but like, you're not having cell phones, you're not having internet, you're not having this, you're not having that, you're not having blah, 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 subscriptions of this, subscriptions of that.
Yeah.
Even then the house prices are, you know, have gone up with inflation. And I mean, it's insane
Yeah.
market. But yeah, you literally, it's pretty hard to do now
Yeah.
to be what we would consider a normal person. For everybody to have a cell phone, everybody to have a car, everybody to, you know, eat good, everybody to like not just surviving eating, like eat good because we want to eat good, we want to go out to restaurants, we want to get all this entertainment, we want to do this and that.
I think
and
a lot of it is boiled down to the fact that we have so much access to other people's lives where it's like,
yeah, keep up.
it used to just be like you only gave a fuck who like so and so on the block got a new car.
Yeah,
The only person you really compared your life to was the motherfucker next door.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or at least
But now
in the
it's like-
town. Like
yeah.
in your little town, it was like
Yeah.
everybody knew who had the money in the little town, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he owns the hardware store. He's got the
But
money.
now you see
know?
all these people, all these influencers, everybody on all the social medias that are living larger than life. It's like, why can't I have that? Because you fucking can't, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to realize like you're not that fucking special, man. You're just gonna be a regular fucking dude, have a regular fucking car, and get a regular fucking cell phone. Maybe once every 5 years you got the newest one.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the newest one every goddamn year.
Well, I think like your life's gonna boil down to a few times where you make a few choices to make
Yeah.
some money, right? And it may not be a lot of money, but maybe you have that idea, right? That $1 million idea is always talked about. Like you had that idea, and then you see it come out, and you're like, "Fuck! I thought about that. It just came out." But you also got to realize that person thought about it and actually put it into action.
Yeah,
and you
motherfucking-
didn't.
and
You
I'm-
never did.
I'm telling you right now, motherfucking KFC bowls, dude. KFC bowls. Ever since KFC bowls came out, I'm like, that's how I was eating food as a kid. I'd take the mashed taters as a base, pour some fucking, put the corn in there and the chicken on top and some turkey, whatever, some veggies in there, dump gravy all over the top of it, and that's how I'd eat my fucking dinner. I invented KFC fucking bowls.
Well, you should have been a marketer.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have made you $1 million.
A marketing contract for KFC might have.
Might have. If you were good, you should have went to marketing right away. Be
You
like,
know?
I made that in my head. Now I should go into marketing.
Yeah, and then that's other bullshit where they tell the story like Colonel Sanders, the guy that founded KFC was like bankrupt till he was like, and finally when he was like 48 or 50 or some shit, when he finally started and he died a millionaire. It's like, yeah, but that's not every fucking buddy, dude.
Hey, it's just
I just don't understand. There were the generation, not even before us, but the generation that created the baby boomers, I think,
yeah.
were the ones that just sat there and like, I got a car, I got a house, I got food for my kids, and I got a pack of smokes, maybe 2 a day. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
That's all I fucking need.
Gonna cut the grass.
Oh, the lawnmower broke. I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, the heater broke. I'm gonna fix it. You know, they didn't call fucking nobody for shit. They didn't need money for repairs or anything. Like, fucking roof's bad. That's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm gonna get up there and fix the fucking
Because there
roof.
weren't so many goddamn. We got 800 safety features on everything now.
Yeah,
Like you go tear a furnace apart and it's got a computer in it. And it's like, this is more efficient. I bet that old furnace is heated just
Yeah,
fine. It had one thermocouple in it. One thermocouple in it. But it got too hot, it shut it off. And then you're like, I got to replace that thermocouple. Let me go down to the hardware store. 15 cents. Here you go. New thermocouple.
fucking
Done.
pilot light, dude.
Yeah. Done.
Now they got electric igniters and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carburetor on a fucking V8. Cool, man. I can fix that.
Yeah. Pop that bad boy off. New seal. Pop it down.
Right.
Easy to go.
But yeah, man. I don't know. And then you get to that point where sometimes you think like, was I born in the wrong period? I would have been great back then. But then I sit here and look like, dude, fucking life's great right now.
Video games are awesome.
Video games are awesome. The fact that we're sitting here streaming to you live from
Yeah.
like goddamn
Being a
spare
couple
bedrooms.
idiots. Just having fun. Yeah.
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 A few shots deep, kind of
And
loaded.
we're not mad, but you know how many? What episode are we on? What number are we on?
182.
We're on 182 episodes, which is
Yeah.
insane. We're not.
It'll be 3 years this Valentine's Day.
We're not doing shit. We're not making shit out of this, and we're still doing it just to be idiots,
For fun.
basically to each other. We don't even care.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we don't even care at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, probably in another year, our wives might start bitching us, but you know, we'll figure it out.
Funny thing is, we said that last year. And it hasn't happened yet, baby.
So it hasn't happened.
So we're going to keep going strong.
We're gonna keep having a damn good time.
A damn good fucking time. That's exactly what it is. And like, you know, I've been asked before, like, you know, try this, try that. Maybe you can make some money off of it. Like, at this point, it's more of a hobby. Like, yeah, maybe we could try harder. We could do more shit.
We could structure more. We could do different things.
Feel more like work then. But like now, this is just a good excuse for me and my best bud to sit down and fucking bullshit and talk
Shoot
shit,
the
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
Let us ramble.
Yeah.
We're gonna ramble. We're gonna talk about things you don't even care about for like a
Yeah.
half hour.
And if we were
You're gonna
monetized, then
zone
we'd be
out.
worried about it.
Yeah.
We'd be worried. Like, what am I gonna do? What
We're
am I
not
gonna talk about?
celebrities with these crazy stories in our
Yeah.
lives. Like I think we've told most of our stories, and maybe we'll rehash some of them every once in a while. But
Yeah.
it's like that's the thing. When we started off, we were probably a lot crazier and a lot drunker. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that was also the other thing. We were drunk at the beginning.
We were a lot more structured too. We had like little outlines and stuff.
Yeah.
We'd try beers. Maybe we should probably get back into some fun food tasting and
I think food's
beer
the way to
samples and
go.
stuff.
I've been seeing more food stuff, and I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
do a little food channel. So maybe one day, but
I did bring a couple topics to the table.
let's
today.
hit them. Let's hit some topics.
I know I gotta silence my fucking phone because somebody just hit up the group chat
Get
for
out
work,
Group chats.
and I know it's just gonna go off.
Group chats are annoying.
I know I touched on a couple of them already. The North Carolina Drinkville was crazy. We wanted to talk about, or I wanted to talk about the stocks for AI. Got that one in.
Nailed it.
I saw, yeah, we got that figured out. We got that figured out,
It's
and
done.
fucking, yeah.
I told you what to do.
I saw this on another podcast. Fun question. Say there's 1,000 grapes in front of you right now.
Yeah, 1,000. That's a big ass pile, right? It's like, bang.
I got 1,000 grapes, and
That's about 45 pounds of grapes.
for every grape, you eat,
Mhm.
you're gonna get $50,000. But one of those grapes is poisonous and will kill you instantly. How many are you eating till it's too big of a risk?
If I eat the poisonous grape, is the money completely washed?
See, that's what they asked on that podcast. And I'm going to say, just to make the stakes higher, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't just go to your family. Because then you would just sit there and you'd go to 999 and be like, all right, cool.
1,000 grapes,
1,000 grapes, each grape, 50,000.
one's death.
One's death. Could even be the first
How much per grape, you said?
$50,000.
50,000.
50K.
Oh, man. It's a 1 in 1,000 odds you're eating a bad grape.
Yes. Great odds.
Great odds. 2.
200K.
100.
100K gets you out a couple jams.
100K, everything's clean.
Once you eat that second,
Zeroed
though,
out.
once you eat that second, you see that third one just chilling.
2, because you're looking, that's 2 in 50,000, right? So that's, still good odds. I mean, you might still die. You never know. You get the lottery.
Yeah, number 2 could kill you.
I think 2 is fine. I would not pass that.
Yeah.
Because then you're, 2, you go from 1 in 100,000 to 2 in 50,000. 2, it's still 2 in 100,000, but
Yeah.
fractional. I'm just thinking fractionally. And it's like, as soon as you start cutting that down,
0.02%.
I don't want to get anywhere towards 0.1% because 0.1% will hit way higher than you think.
Yeah.
That's roulette numbers. That's way crazier than you think.
I figured I'd roll the dice for 10.
Yeah, see, I would do 10.
For that 500 thou.
That's tough. 2,
100K.
100K. I'm good. I'm walking
fuck,
away.
even 1, I'd be sitting.
Yeah, 1's fine.
I don't have a lot of debt. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, my house is paid off. My cars are paid off. My wife's student loans are paid off.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Right.
We're at 0.
That's just 2 grapes.
So any money that's coming in is just paying
Yeah.
for electric, gas, internet, TV, whatever.
Yeah.
So now we're banking. We just banking money now. It's stupid. We still working, but it don't matter. We can have one job. One job would make enough money for all of us then.
Yeah.
It'd be easy.
That's kind of what I was thinking, the 10. I got a little more in my house.
Right. So, but
500K, I'd be sitting pretty with a lot of that money left over afterwards
Yeah.
as well.
so I mean, I go as far as 3 to be like, I got a little extra money then,
Right.
then I don't have to.
But then again, that's me sitting here right now.
Yeah.
I'd be sweating fucking bullets with the first one even. And then you're sitting there looking
if
at
there,
it.
and like in some reason in my mind already, so I imagine I'm like a big pyramid, right? There's one grape on top, right? And it's like, well, I ain't eating that top one because that's the
Yeah.
poison, right?
I'd mix them
I'm
up.
gonna take that top, I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna knock that whole pile over and just let
Yeah.
it scatter because then your odds go up again.
That's
Now
what
they're mixed up.
Yeah, that's what I figure is I'd mix them up. Because then at that point it's like, well, they tricked me. They put the poison
Honestly,
one
what I'd
first.
do is probably just one handful. Whatever I grabbed, and just smash it down.
That's a good. I like that.
And then, all right, now you count them and tell me.
Yeah. Well,
How many I just eat?
I don't know how many this is, but this is what I'm eating. Yum,
Yeah.
yum, 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 yum.
Did I just eat 8? Did I just eat 10?
Dude, you got some big hands. That was 20 grapes. Like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, paint mead.
And I just run away as fast as I can.
And then you're so hyped up, you're so amped up, like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab it, eat. Like, how many was that? Like, 1. Fuck. All right, I guess I'll eat another one. But even at 1 and surviving 50K, dude, that's the other thing is you might just be like, oh god, I don't know, mix them up. This one, oh my god, am I gonna fucking die? I love you, mom. Like,
Yeah.
eat it and like, well, and they give you $50,000 right there. There's your cash, tax free. You don't even have to report it. Nothing.
No.
I just might be like, all right, fuck it, I'm done.
There's that movie
You
I
know
want
what I
to.
mean? Like, I'm done. That's cool. 50K is enough.
There's that movie I want to watch. I haven't watched it yet. It's with oh shit.
Batman.
Yes, Batman. No. Good Lord, what's his name?
Bringing the Google up.
Yeah, bring the Google up.
What's the premise of the movie?
She's that girl.
I'm not gonna search. She's that girl.
It's Jess.
Who's that girl?
Who's that girl? Yeah.
Is it the red button one where like if you push it you get $1 million? Or
No.
some shit?
What is the name of that show? God damn it. Go. Hang on one second. Sorry. The dude in that. So, anyways, the premise of it is they're on a reality TV show. New Girl. God damn it, New Girl. And the comedian's name in that.
You needed to know the actress's name from New Girl?
No, I need the dude's name from New Girl that I can't remember. Dude, I'm so terrible with names. I'm so bad. The dude, he's a comedian dude. He's funny.
Jake Johnson?
Jake Johnson. So him and another comedian are in a movie, and it's that kind of premise. So they get $1 million, but there's a bunch of assassins after them. There's a bunch of assassins after them, and as long as they're not alone, the assassins cannot kill them.
Self-reliance?
Yeah, that's it. So as long as he's not alone, the assassins cannot kill him. But he gets like beat to shit. Like funny things happen where he's like not alone. So I have not watched it, but it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like these guys are all fucking. Wayne Brady's in it. I already want to watch it too. Wayne Brady got the kill bitch.
He's he came out as bisexual now too. Did you know that?
Yeah, whatever.
Everybody is, I guess.
But it's kind of the same premise. I'm gonna give you $1 million.
Andy Samberg's in it?
Yeah, I think there's a whole
love
bunch of
Andy
comedians.
Samberg.
But he can't be by himself. If he goes the however many days, he wins. And all these assassins keep showing up and just like staring at him, like the creep up in his bedroom one night, and they're like, just know you're not safe. But he's with somebody, so he like hires a homeless man to follow him around.
Yeah,
like, you just stick by my side, and I'll give you $10,000. And the homeless man's like, all right, and like it looks super funny. I haven't watched it yet, but that's the same kind of idea, like
you can't be by yourself at all.
at all.
Or okay, I didn't know.
Like
if
if
it
you
was
go in to take a shit,
somebody's got to be there with
somebody's
you.
got to be like right beside you the whole time.
That sounds like a fun premise.
Yeah. And they make a whole reality TV show about it.
Have you ever heard the snail question?
I just promoted that show. They owe me money.
So the snail question is kind of something similar to that. So you and a snail, a super intelligent snail. Well, I've never heard the super intelligent part, but you get $1 million, and there's a snail that if it touches you, you die, but you're immortal.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
And you
yeah,
start with
that's
the $1 million,
Yeah.
and it's like, what do you do? What's your plan then?
I got $1 million.
$1 million.
Snails.
And there's a death snail always after you. This is the first one I've ever read where it's super intelligent. So but even if and the snail gets $1 million, how the fuck is the snail going to spend $1 million? Don't get that. But the first time I heard is you get $1 million, you're immortal. There's an immortal snail
Right.
that knows where you are at all times, but you never know where it's at. And if it touches you, you die.
Dead.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Super intelligent snail. That changes the proxy.
Yeah,
a bit.
they added extra shit to it. I don't like that.
I only got $1 million.
You start, yeah. Well, you start with it. You can invest. You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. I mean, easily you just fly to like say we're in Ohio right now, right? I fly to Italy.
Italy.
You can see what's the determinative speed of a snail. You do the math. And then he's got to cross water, which don't even know. Snail goes in water, he's getting eaten by a fish, which might speed up his acceleration because if he can't die and he's immortal too, he's going to get shit out at some point in time. So,
All right, let's look at this here.
we'll factor X as he's 2 times as fast when he does make the water. Maybe a bird picks him up too. You don't fucking know. And he's immortal.
So let's just say this. Ohio Broad with it just says Ohio. Price, center point, don't know. Didn't name a city. From Ohio to Italy is 4,678 miles.
Yeah.
And then the average garden snail speed is 0.03 miles per hour.
Right.
So then, oh God, you got to do.
Well, no, here's what I do.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of how much time that buys you without you even doing anything. You might want to die by then.
Well, I'd probably be dead by then.
No,
Or I'm
'cause you're immortal.
Yeah. I might want to die by then. I might want to go fly back and find him. I don't want him in the middle of the ocean because then I got to swim down and find this goddamn ass.
So it's
You son of a bitch.
4,678,
You just got out of the water.
and you divide that by 0.03, right?
Yeah.
That gives you 140 hours. That doesn't seem right. 4,678 miles divided by 0.03 miles per hour gives you 140 hours. That's not a lot of hours. That's like 5 days.
No.
I didn't do the math right.
No, that's not right. That would be
Oh, because that's miles per
hour. So you'd have to be like
hour. So I need to.
I'd be like 140 years. Be 140 years, I think.
I need 0.03. That's miles in 1 hour
Yeah.
times 24. You can go 0.72 miles a day. Or do I need to do?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 0.72 miles a day. So 4,678 divided by that's how many could do in a 24 hours. This fuck.
God, we're really good at
It
math.
doesn't matter.
We're really good at math. But yeah, so 4,678 miles divided by 0.72 will give you how many days?
I have the perfect solution. You divide the world in half. It's 6 months out of the year you stay in one place. And 6 months out of the year
so
you
4,678 divided by 0.72 is 6,497 days
right.
that you'll have. Divide that by 365. That's 17.8 years.
Yeah.
So every 15 years, you just go to the other side of the earth.
I mean, you have to do that. I mean, you could go 5 years, go fly over to back to Ohio or anywhere in the West Coast. It's going to turn around and start chasing you back the other way. And then, boom, then you fly. Like, just every 5-10 years, you just got to make sure you relocate. That's it.
I'd also like to know do you know? I don't think you know where the starting point of the snail is, though, either. Bitch could already be in Italy.
Could be. And I set some snail glue down.
He's go
I glue him down.
Go live in the salt mines.
And then I catch him, and then and then I own his ass.
Yeah, go live in the salt mines because snails can't do salt either, just like slugs. I think.
Probably not. But it's an immortal slug, so it doesn't care. It's just burning his mouth.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna die, so the salt's not gonna fuck it up at all.
Zombie slug, just
shit, dude.
I'm gonna get you. As soon as I touch you, I got to go home.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess I just wouldn't. I wouldn't stop moving, and I'd hire somebody to be on snail duty when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, you only got $1 million. It's not gonna go far.
True.
So
unless you invest.
I just
in AI.
I just buy I buy a little snail fence that goes around that's highly electrocuted. Every time I sleep, it fucking it hits the ground. I'll be like, snail.
Yeah, you just
got you. And then I have somebody pick it up, put it in a box, and now I put it in a titanium box. I say, sorry, buddy, was you trying to kill me? Now you're living on my shelf.
That's what I was thinking. If you guys both started at the same point, I'd be like, put on rubber gloves and grab it.
I mean, I'd keep him and I'd keep him close by because eventually I'm like, fuck this shit. Give me a
snail, buddy.
And then boom, escargot, bang,
yeah,
done,
dude. yeah. Because eventually you're gonna want to die, right?
Yeah, I mean, once all your loved ones, family dies, but then you'll still have kids and relatives, but eventually it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to that. Like, what's the specifications of immortal? Are you immortal, but you're like 270 old person that can't move? Like, come on, snail. Like,
there's
a lot of shit.
Your body just falls apart.
There's a lot of shit people don't talk about. It's like,
because technically zombies are immortal. I don't want to be a rotted skeleton boy.
I need specifications. There's that whole genie one. I don't know if you ever seen that on TikTok. I'm sure you have. It's like, where he has to the genie's like a genie that fucks you with every wish.
Yeah.
And he writes out a whole thing on a notepad. He's like, so I went, this much U.S. currency, blah, blah, blah. And I was fair market evaluation. And I said, dollars, not doll hairs.
Yeah.
And the genie's like, because he like his first wish is like, I want you to evaluate all my wishes and tell me what's gonna happen. And the genie's like, ooh, I like this. This is
Yeah,
yeah.
And then the genie's like, I think you got it. He's like, okay, I want that. And he points to the thing. He's like,
Oh, you got that notepad.
and he just gives him another notepad. Yeah. I do believe I have seen that. Yes.
But yeah, that's like, everybody's like, ooh, what if this situation's like, well, you need to get fucking details.
And then, but yeah, we're getting a little long in the tooth here, but I got the one last thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
This is a clip, and this is hilarious. I'm sure you've probably seen it, but I want to play it in case anybody else has not. What is it? The mayor that spells the Eagles wrong?
Yes.
It's such a cringy fucking video. We have sound for this. I want to make sure if you're watching, we got picture in picture for you.
I soundboarded.
Let me be 1,001% clear. Traveling to the Eagles game today is essential travel. If you are driving, just go slow, but get there. If you are catching SEPTA and mass transit, just get on mass transit and get there. But making
Get to
it
the part where you
our
fuck up.
Philadelphia
Come on.
Eagles game on today is essential. Thank you all so very much, and we now want to take some. We want to take some questions. Any? Well, listen, we've got to do this. Let me hear you all say E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles. Let's go, Birds.
Mr. Big A there. Mr. Big One.
ELGLES. She said L instead of A. Like, I don't. I thought that was hilarious.
Elagos.
Elgis.
It's close, you know.
Elglis.
You know. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I want to hear that A that's an L again. Nope, that didn't fast. I didn't rewind far enough.
Hear you all say E-L.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're already wrong. But all right.
yeah, that's a pretty big fuck up.
Yeah. You know.
I
And
thought
then-
that was hilarious, and that was gonna live with that poor woman for the rest of her life.
Yeah, it's just getting ahead of herself. That's all. You know what? That's okay. You know.
But you got any projections for the Super Bowl? When is that? We're probably gonna have another podcast between now and then, right?
It is next Monday. Wait, what's the date today?
It's not next Monday. It's the Monday after.
Yeah. Which again, boy, you put your games on a weekday.
Fucking Sunday. Yeah, the February
Or
the
Sunday.
9th.
Oh, Jesus, Sunday. Okay.
Sunday, February 9th. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. If I was a betting man, I'd bet on the Chiefs because
It's
I don't
obviously
get
what
how
you
they keep
should
fucking.
do.
I don't even understand why the fuck they're there, but I want the Eagles to win. I want Saquon Barkley.
I want the Saquon story.
Yeah,
Traded from Philly. They're like, well, who's actually going to take him? Blah, blah, blah. He's getting old, blah, blah, blah. And he
yeah,
just-
dude. I recently
running
just saw
people
those
over.
videos. Like they were even saying like, are we even sure that anybody out there is going to pay that
Yeah.
much money for him?
The,
And then it just cut to super cuts of him dominating in an Eagles jersey.
the GM or the owner, whoever stood up and at the very end of their discussions, like, I'm going to be sick if Philly gets him.
Yeah.
If I'm just going to be sick if Philly gets him, and he walks out, and Philly got him because that's rival, right? You know,
Yeah.
obviously, and yeah,
He's
They're-
having the best season of his
And
career.
they shot that whole video, and they released that whole video in the 30 for 30 for the Giants, or it was 30 for or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they released that whole clip, and it's like, ooh, you know, there's one guy in that room was like, he's sitting there biting his tongue, like, no, we should keep him. He's a beast. And they're like, I don't know. Let's just let him go out there because they want to franchise him. They just want him to go out there and see what he's worth, and then come back to them, kind of like make an offer. And Eagles like, ha, we got you, Bob. And now he's probably everybody's 101
Yeah.
NFL fantasy draft pick. Like, he is just on fire. It's crazy for a 29-year-old running back because normally that's like,
Yeah, that's when they're getting long in the tooth.
yeah, but he doesn't look like it's hurting him at all.
No,
So.
he's a fucking beast, and I'd love to see him get.
Yeah. Cool to see Kansas City do 3 titles and kind of do that thing too.
Three-peat.
But
Yeah,
everybody's bored of them. Nobody wants to see him win anymore.
yeah, and we had that with Tom Brady and the Patriots there for a while.
You hate winners, but they're winning for a reason. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't know. I just feel like obviously Patrick Mahomes doesn't. I almost said Patrick Brady. Sorry, that's why I like stop. Patrick Mahomes isn't a terrible player, but when you watch him, it doesn't look clean. It's just, but sometimes
is.
winning you pull it out of your ass, man. Like it doesn't matter. We
Just
learned
it.
that off of fucking Fast and Furious, whether it's a quarter inch or a quarter mile. Like,
What they just do efficiently both sides of the ball, and they know how to run the clock out, and they know how to manage the ball. They know what they're doing. And it's just that's it. So
yeah, I'm not a hater where like everybody else. I'm tired of seeing them win,
Yeah.
but I'd really like to see the Eagles win.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. But
Yeah,
I'd like to see Eagles just for the Saquon Barkley would be like, Giants are dumb.
I'd love to see him do like a 250-yard game, 3
Yeah.
tutties, just fucking blow up.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they already got projected at like 120 yards
I mean, I think he's
or
always
109
guaranteed that.
yards rushing, and that's not receiving at all. So
I will hate everything and turn off the game if he gets injured soon or something.
no,
Early.
right.
It's like, no, all right, fuck this. I'm tired of watching this. I'm basically rooting for Saquon in this NFL and in this Super Bowl.
Hey,
So
let's both lose, and then we figure out how that works. So
yeah,
I don't know, but anyways,
but yeah, I think we're about ready to close this bitch out. Talked
all
long
right,
enough.
all right, all right.
Take this chance to click like and subscribe. Do all the fun things.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to be more prevalent on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and shit. So let us know if there's anywhere else you'd like to see us.
And how big of idiots we are.
Yeah. And comment on all the shit. Tell us we're dumb. But
Please do.
did you have yourself a damn good time?
I had a damn good time. Steve, you have a damn good time?
I did have a damn good time.
Well, let's cheers to a damn good time.
We hope you guys had a damn good time as well. Cheers. Love you guys. Love you, Cody.
Like about
We'll see you next week.
out.